So I tweeted a few weeks ago, and I really did mean to make a video, but I just I didn't, honestly. So sorry about that. I told myself I needed to, and I ended up just really not wanting to, and so I just didn't, honestly, at the time. But yeah, I've still been playing. I've really kind of done a lot more PVM content in the last couple of months, or last probably month and a half, 2 months. I've done some TOA. I tried the new Perilous Moon stuff for like a day or two. I've done all the Varlamore quests that were on that as of release. Haven't tried the Coliseum yet. Honestly, it looks pretty good. I'd like to get the quiver just to get the max cape quiver because I think that's pretty aesthetically pleasing, truthfully. But yeah, still kind of falling back into skilling again the past at least probably a week and a half, 2 weeks. I've still done a little bit of PVM, but I think in the time span I probably did I always wanted to learn Zora, and now it's not near the money that it once was. So I've killed Zora about 700 times, I think, and made like 60 so mil. So I enjoyed that. That was fun to learn. I finally learned that. I was kind of wanting to get a pet, because I mean, you don't get a pet from doing smithing. So I mean, I know the drop rate's like 1 in 5k, I think, for a pet. So but I'm probably gonna keep killing Zora. So I might generally do like a trip every night, or I'll do like 20-30 minutes of it. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling, honestly. But yeah, I did some TOA. I really enjoyed that. I was really starting to get into that. Just did some learners and normal modes and a few expert modes with a friend of mine that's learning it. So that didn't really do anything that was high info enough to really say I deserved a drop and didn't get one. I think during the entire time that we did that, I think we got a light bearer. So I mean, it was worth it for him. He's an iron, so that made it worth it. But I mean, there wasn't any like big money made out of that on my side, which I'm completely fine with. I really enjoyed just doing raids, and TOA is fun. I think it's pretty fun. The only thing I really don't like is the damn Baba room, but I think they're about to make that easier with some potential quality of life updates. But yeah, I sold my Dragon Warhammer. Uh, I think the day that they released the new news sheet or whatever it is about the Elder Mall's about to come, like the new one. So bought an Elder Mall that day for like 65 mil, and I sold it yesterday for like 150 mil. So I mean, it was a quick turn for like 90 mil, which is nice. Makes up anything I've lost in smithing lately, most definitely. But yeah, right now we're sitting at 78.5 mil smithing XP. That's really the main thing that I've done skilling related in the past few months. I've done some like AFK woodcutting and stuff during the day. Sometimes it just kind of depends on how busy I've been with work. Last video I made, I was at I think 680 mil XP and like 1300. I think I was at 1300 EHP. Shit. I was at 1300 EHP. Right now I'm at 13. I'm sorry, shit. I'm at 1637. So gained about 300 HP since the last video. But yeah, I've just been really busy with work. I farm outside of my other jobs, so on the weekends during this time of the year, I'm always working on the farm. So it's kind of hard to find time to play really during the spring and most of the summer. But I'll still end up playing some, just not the level that I do generally in the fall and winter. But no, I'm still thoroughly enjoying the game. Still log in every day. Just I actually had quit doing farm runs for the period that I did PVM because I just really wanted to just do PVM for a bit. I really enjoyed that. It was a nice break from it. And now that I got the quest cape. I don't remember if I ever addressed that. That was something in the past that I've never really cared about getting or doing. So I got the quest cape, and so now, I mean, any content in the game I want to try or do, or go for, it's at my disposal to do that. Um, right now I have enough ore for 100 mil smithing. I easily have enough cash, 830 mil, to buy the mount for 200 mil. Excuse me. But I really, I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now. Shit, missed that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now because that's a pretty large commitment to just buy. I think after 100 mil smithing, I'm gonna brainstorm on what I want to do next. I mean, I could do 100 mil crafting. I think I'm at like 55 or 56 mil crafting, so that'd be a pretty easy one to. But that's really just a good bank stander. That's I did crafting a lot whenever I was ready to like watch some TV shows for a month or a couple weeks or something, or I'd like get into a TV series. That's kind of what crafting is used for me, or it was. That's really the main two that I've been working on kind of off and on. I've wanted to do a little bit more thieving again, but I was kind of using Chrome Remote for that and doing Tazars. And when I heard that they were gonna do the update to Tazars, I kind of held off to wait until that happened. But I think that enough people bitched about it that it's not gonna probably happen anymore. Probably just because I mean the AFK-ness of it, and you really don't have to look at your screen. You can just tap on it for forever. But generally during this period of time, whenever I'm like into skilling and stuff, I'll play alts or I'll like fire up my Iron Man again. I just really haven't felt like doing that, truthfully. I don't know. Iron Man for me, it's fun, but I just don't get as much out of it as I think others do, because I'm just so used to playing this game, playing normal mode, I guess, playing Mainscape, as one may call it. But in the other day, I was kind of thinking about maybe trying out RS3 a little bit, but I logged in and I realized I'm probably about 10 to 15, probably 10 to 12 years behind in updates, and it was honestly quite overwhelming. And I mean, I just want to go, like, if I'm gonna log in, I want to go, cut U's or magics or something like that, or fish sharks, and that's not even what you do anymore. Same way with like Bandos. Like, used to be Bandos was the thing to do, and I think now that's like that's low level content now. I couldn't tell you one thing or two things that I know about that game that are new. I know everything's pretty easy as far as like leveling and such. Don't know anything about any of the new skills. So that's just kind of like, I just feel like there's such a divide in the updates to present. I mean, if you've been playing old school strictly for the past 10 years, like many of us have, it's hard to try to go back to, I guess you could say, the flagship of the game, the flagship of the two, and just pick right up, because everything's so much different. I think that, and I think I've addressed this before, that that it's crazy to me how like that can be the flagship of the company as far as game wise, and the player base for that is so minuscule in comparison to the old school game. Because I mean, right now, let me reload it here. Right now, there's 128,000 people playing. Fuck, I missed. There's 128,000 people playing old school, and in total on the game there is 147,000. And I've always thought that whatever like the RuneScape.com said, you would minus out the old school to get the player count for RS3. So that means that there's like less than 20,000 people playing quote unquote the flagship game, and there's 130,000 playing the old version, you could say. Yeah, I think that really shows where the player base is and where they want the game to remain. I mean, I know, the game had to update. I think that was probably inevitable. They had to progress the game. But I think that, I think that if they could go back, they would probably change it, change the way it went. Because I mean, like myself, like many other players, EOC kind of ruined it for us. That was the main reason I quit playing. For many years, that was one of the reasons I quit. Or at least I hated the combat system. I still did some skilling and stuff, but just as a whole, to me, it just felt like it wasn't the game that I grew up playing and liked to play and enjoyed to play. So I didn't play it anymore. At that point, I think I went to like Battlefield. I think that was the time in my life whenever I was playing on console quite a bit, but on Xbox. And RuneScape pissed me off that much that I was just like, fuck this game. I'm going to play something else now. Like, it killed it for me. And then I remember whenever the announcement for Old School came out, and I literally started playing Old School the day of release, and have pretty much only played it since. I've taken some breaks here and there whenever like a popular Call of Duty game came out, and a lot of my friends wanted to play it, so we would all play together. But I'm not sitting there playing Call of Duty alone. I mean, I don't really enjoy that game anymore. I wish I could. I wish it was still like, whenever I was a kid and could play for hours on end. Yeah, but I mean, I just can't anymore. But for some reason, this Old School click simulator, I can play for hours on end and it not phase me. But yeah, it's kind of where I've been, what I've been up to. I started streaming some here and there actually. I've never really been a big streamer. I don't use a face cam. I turn my mic on, play music, and then I skill and whatnot. Maybe one of these days I'll brave up and use a face cam, but as it stands right now, I just don't really have much interest in using a face cam. If I want to watch a face cam, I'll pull up Ankh and go watch some MMOscape. But yeah, I've kind of back in the bag, I guess you could say, with skilling. It's April 21st right now, as of recording. Had a birthday a couple days ago. I'm at 78.6 mil smithing. I would intend to easily be at 80 mil by the end of this week, easily 80, and 100 mil probably middle of May. That's ideal, best case scenario. With the amount I've been able to play with work and just IRL stuff I have to get done. I mean, it's when you get busy in life, sometimes the game has to be set on the back burner for a bit, and that's just the way it is sometimes. As much as I like to play it, but yeah, like I said, I'm still gonna make videos. I said that in the last one. I don't know how often, but it's not feasible for me to make them every 2 weeks and actually have a lot to say, or maybe even once a month. It'll just kind of depend on what I'm doing, what the progress is. Because when I make these, I want them to be something long, where just like it is now, where I'm literally been talking for nearly 15 minutes, and I enjoy that. It's kind of nice to kind of just, because I know some people like to listen to something, or listen to someone else's thoughts while they play or whatnot. But yeah, I appreciate everybody who watches, and at the rate I'm going, I'll probably see y'all sometime around June or July again. So if you ever want to tune into the stream, I'm gonna drop the stream link in the description of this video. Thank you for watching.